Hey guys, and welcome back on this video. Let's see how we generate work order from preventive maintenance application in IBM Maximo application suite in different ways. Okay, here is our preventive maintenance application. It's under preventive maintenance module. Okay, we will select any asset here. This is our asset. First, status of VM is draft, so we need to update it to be active. Okay. Next, we should validate that this asset is also active. Okay, or in operating status. Okay. Now, what we will do now, we will set frequency. Okay, for this asset. Say we will set to be this date. Let's say on August. Or 1 October, no problem. Okay. Okay, now we need to activate this. To roll out to new status to all child of this VM. If this VM has child or parent-child hierarchy related to this VM, we need to check this box to take the status of this VM. Okay, here is the hierarchy. I mean, if we have children here, okay, by using this option to add a new VM to be children to this VM. We will see this later. Okay, so now we have this VM. It should be generate a work order for this asset on 1 October. Okay, on this date. If you select this checkbox, be careful from this note. It's important, and this is what I need to talk about. Use last work order start date to calculate next due date. If you select this option, you should add time here, and it will take it from this next due date. If you didn't select this, it will take last completion date on work order generated on this asset. Okay, what I mean. Let's first. Okay, let's make this list close to be on July. Okay. First, let's generate forecast for this asset for 100 days. For example, it will be, let's say, 300. Okay. Okay, forecast now generated. By the way, you could change next work order date from here by adding a new date. We set this to be on 2, not 1. It will be updated. Okay, and work order will be generated on this date, not this even. We have this changed also. Okay, take care from this node. If you want to change next due date, you could change it from here. Okay, next, what I need to do, take care from this, we select this checkbox. I need to generate work order for this asset from this action, should be this date. Okay, today takes today plus this number of days. Okay, so I will set it to be like 30. Okay, this work order has been generated. 1202. Okay, I didn't. Okay, there is a jubilant sequence here. Okay, first things first. Okay, let's see. View work order details from here. Okay, we have this work order. Let's jump to this work order. Okay, what you will see here, it takes target date to July. Okay, if we return back to preventive maintenance application, we will see this last start date. Next date will be this date. Depend on what? On using this checkbox. If we removed this checkbox, it will take this date, last completion date. Okay? So let's close this work order. By changing status of this work order to be first see in progress, no problem. Okay, now it's in progress. You could add your actual work here by adding such labels, materials, tools, etc. Service if you want. Okay, so and add log. You could add log here. Okay, then we should complete this work order. Change status to completed. Okay, now let's say what is done. Perfect, no problem. Okay, then close our work order to be historical. Okay, now work order closed. Let's see something here related to work order itself. If you say actual start and actual finish. Okay, but if we go to preventive maintenance again, we will see. Let's refresh. Okay, now last completion date has been updated. Okay, but frequency will be to August. Next 3 days or next month will generate on the same date because we use last work order start date. What I will do now, I will remove this checkbox. Okay, and then save. Okay, we have an error here. So I have something here related to my environment. Okay, but if you remove this checkbox, okay, and generate work order here, it when next time work order generated, it will take this date, last completion date, depending on closing work order. Okay, it will omit this date. It will doesn't depend on this date anymore. It will depend on last completion date. That is very helpful. That is very helpful when you need to calculate work order based on closing work order date, not standard or fixed date. Okay, that's all guys for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you.